I did something bad, guys. I did something bad.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
But that's only part of the story.
This fellow's good.
A man who needs no introduction.
I give you...
Alright guys, so today is going to be a video talking about a trade I did for these two shoes here. These are the Patrick Moore and Kicks collaboration. I believe it was the MK1, maybe the MK2, I could be wrong. I'm not sure, I suck with names, especially with people's names. And I've actually had these for a pretty long time now. I got these in 2014, so it's been a solid 2 years since I first got them, and I never told anybody this story because I was kind of worried about people saying, wow, that was a bad trade. And at the time I thought it was a good trade, but then I kind of slowly thought like, wow, maybe that wasn't the best trade. All right, you guys, so this whole thing starts on Facebook. Surprising, I know. I think it was the Philly sneaker group or something like that. Normally I don't find anything in there, and if I do, it's just some little kid scamming or just some ridiculous price. So I see these Patrick Moores, and I think he had like a high price on them at first. He said he was also accepting trades. So I said, I started looking around my room to see what I could offer up, but I just wanted to message him first and kind of feel it out a little bit. So we started talking back and forth, and he kept asking me what I have to trade, and I would send him pictures of what I had. And the first thing, honestly, that I threw out there was the Asics and Ronnie Fieg Gel Light 3 from the ECP pack, the Miami pair. Best ASIC in a long time. So then he says, all right, those will work. What else do you have? And I'm thinking like maybe he doesn't like those, but he was saying, what else do you have as far as like, that's not enough for these two shoes. Keep in mind the Patrick Moores I think retailed around 500 bucks too. So I go back, I had my shoes on like towers kind of for a while, and I'm like scouring through them like, what can I get rid of? What do I not like that's somewhat valuable? So I continue to look through, and I see that I had, at the time I had like 4 or maybe even 5 pairs of black cement 4s. So I'm like, you know what, let me offer one of those up. It's trade bait, whatever. So I offer up a pair of bread 4s, and I tell him that, I'm like, both of those, whatever, and he says, all right, what else do you got? But he's saying this because like, apparently it's more, like he's adding up all the price, and he's like, yeah, it's still not enough. So I'm like, dude, like, I don't fucking know. So I go back and look, and I'm like, all right, I have these Kobe's. It was the Area 72 Kobe's, which were trash, looked like a pizza. And I had 2 of them at the time too. I got one through a trade, so I ended up with 2. And so that was another one. I was like, I don't care, I have 2 of them. So added that to the trade. And then I'd send him those, and he still wanted more. And at the time, I'm like, all right, yeah, these things, the Patrick Moores are actually worth something, and they're like 500 bucks, but I think they were going for like 1,000 at the time, so that's 2,000 there. But I was like, I don't know, man, like, this still seems kind of high, but I was so hyped in the moment on getting these that I would have traded like anything. So never trade with your emotions. If there's something you really like, just try to chill out and just really think about like, is this smart or not? Sorry if you hear some background noise, by the way. Cam is jumping in his jumperoo thing over here, and it's really loud. He's hyped. You gotta chill, fam. You gotta chill, fam. So basically, I go back to the tower of shoes, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick one more, and if he doesn't take this, then I'm done. Like, I'm over it. So I see a pair of grape Jordan 5s. Dead stock. I pretty much never wore them. Keep in mind, every shoe I offered up was dead stock except for the Asics. These were not, I don't think. I think these were worn a couple of times. So I offered those up, and then he was like, all right, it's a deal, but can you do 80 cash also? And I'm like, dude, like, at the time it didn't feel like I was giving up that much, because when you're trading, like, you don't really see the dollar amount. So I was like, you know what, to end this deal, yes, I'll throw in the $80. So we ended up figuring out a place to meet and stuff. So we ended up meeting at the Cherry Hill Mall in New Jersey, obviously, where I'm from. So basically I pull up to, I said somewhere like really obvious. I was like, just in the parking lot, like this one spot where there's tons of people. He was there with like 3 other dudes, and I was like, it's not that serious. Like, obviously he was the smart one by bringing people with him, because it's always safe to do that just in case. I went alone. It was daytime. The parking lots are always packed there. Somebody would definitely see something if they tried to steal or beat you up or something. He checks out like all the shoes and stuff, and he's like, oh, this one's kind of yellow. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. So he just kind of inspected his pairs, I inspected mine. We both went our separate ways. That left me with both of these pairs of the Patrick Moores, which I wanted for a while. I wanted them since I first saw them, so to me it wasn't a terrible trade at the time, but looking back I really think it was a little bit too much. So basically in the long run, I gave him a pair of Asics Gel Light 3s and Ronnie Fieg from the ECP pack, the Miami pair. I gave him a pair of Area 72 Kobe 8s, a pair of bread 4s, and the Jordan Grape 5s, and 80 bucks. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Was it a good trade? Was it a bad trade? Let me know below. And of course, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button below if you want to see more like it. Subscribe for more. I told myself when I came back from my 2-month little hiatus that I was going to post every weekday, and so far I've been doing it. So if you guys like daily videos, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. Trying to hit that 100K. It's been the longest road ever, and I've just been losing subscribers more than I've been gaining them, but that's fine. We'll get some solid people back. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.